There's a great song by an Irish band called the Hothouse Flowers, and it's called "It'll Be Easier in the Morning." I recommend it to you. It's very good for this when things are not feeling great, when things are bad, when you're covered with emotional pain. It can seem unbearable, like I can't feel this for one more moment. I just can't. I can't bear it. You're on your knees, you've been sobbing your heart out, and it's not getting any better. And it feels like it might be even getting worse. And the feeling is, I can't take this. I can't take it. This idea that even the darkest night will end and the sun will shine, and this idea of the night, and with this song, it'll be easier in the morning. Sometimes that's all you've got. That's all you've got to get you through, is the knowledge that it will pass. And it's not very comforting knowledge. It doesn't make it easier in the moment. All it does is help you get to the next moment. Because that's all you have to do, is get to the next moment. We sort of feel like, oh, I've got to feel better. Yeah, feeling better will come in the morning. You just have to make it to the next moment. My mind would like to kind of go, well, I want it to go away. Of course you want it to go away, it's pain. Nobody wants to be in pain. But it doesn't seem to work like that. The way it works is get to the next moment. That's all you can do. Regardless of what kind of pain you've got going on. It's like you can't think about the end of it. All you can think of is getting to the next moment. And the thing that helps you get to the next moment, in my experience anyway, is the knowledge that it will pass. That it'll be easier in the morning. That the sun will rise again. Which when you're in it, when you're, if it's only 1 a.m., the idea of like, oh, it'll be easier in the morning, it's like, well, that's like 6 or 7 hours away. I need the pain to stop right now. And there's something weirdly soothing about knowing that the pain is not going to stop right now. All I can do is get to the next moment. And then when I get to that moment, get to the next moment. Because it's like when people say, live in the moment. Like, which moment? It's like, oh, live in the now, come into the now. When you're in pain, that's like no help at all. Because the pain is you're in this continual moment of pain. It just doesn't, the idea of a future, you're so in the moment of pain, you can't think of it. So in a way, the idea that the sun will shine and it'll be easier in the morning, it's kind of an abstract concept because you're so in the moment. But it is the abstractness of it that actually gets you through. Once you sort of stop trying to make it easier. I mean, gee, do everything you can to make it easier, for sure. Anything that'll make it easier, do it. Okay? But as you know, when it's really biting, nothing makes it easier, really. So it's in a way kind of accepting this is what's happening right now. It's awful. I wish it wasn't, but it is. And then this weird abstract concept of time. And my experience of, yeah, every time I've been here, it's passed. It has passed. I've got through it. So there's no good reason why this time's going to be any different. There's no good reason why This time it's going to stay forever. I'm going to be forever in this moment. That's all you've got. That's all you have. And to not listen to any of the voices inside that are saying, you know, there's a way out of this pain. There isn't. When you're in it, there isn't. Any way out you think that there isn't. Okay. The only thing I've found that helps is to breathe into, this is what's happening now. It's excruciating. I feel like I can't bear it. To kind of accept that and go, yeah, I'm completely overwhelmed by this pain right now. And I don't think I'm going to get through it. To kind of accept that. And go, so I'm not going to get through this, but I can just get to the next moment. Because if you keep doing that, eventually the sun will come up, morning will come, and it will get easier. But if it's a weird kind of thing, if you are trying to get to the morning never comes. Or, well, it does, but you know, the pain doesn't ease, and it makes it worse in a way. Whereas when you kind of go, I'm overwhelmed, I'm floored, I'm winded by this pain, I'm on the floor, completely winded by this. And you're not trying to resist it, and you're not trying to distract yourself from it or anything like that. You've done everything you can to make it easier. It's still there. And you're just with it as much as you can, and knowing that it just is the way it is for now. It's eternal now, and that it's awful. And then you have this weird concept of, this too will pass. Because everything has passed. There's no reason why this won't pass. All I have to do is just keep getting to the next moment. And then the sun will come up, and it will be easier in the morning. So if you're in pain, I hope that helps. And if you're in pain, you know, you can always reach out to me. You can always get in touch. Lots of people do. And just sometimes just even talking about it, writing it down, writing the email, sometimes that can help. So yeah, john@furtheremergence.com. But yeah, while you're waiting, just get to the next moment. Just make that your focus. It's like crossing the desert, you know. Can't see anything on the horizon. What's the point? What's the point of taking the next step? But you know, if you keep walking, eventually you'll suddenly go, oh, I'm out of the desert.